Whilst I was never really any good at playing the game of golf, I loved getting together with my youngest brother Steve and a family friend Norman once a week, usually on a Friday during the 20 noughties, to hack a ball with a cheap set of golf clubs around the semi-private Boysnope Park Golf Club, located just off the A57 at Barton Moss, Eccles, on the outskirts of Manchester. I remember the Parkland-style 6,500-yard par 72 18-hole course was always in good condition, and whilst quite short in distance, the tight, tree-lined fairways and firm, fast greens were a tough test for Steve and Norman, never mind the likes of me. Unfortunately, ill health meant I had to stop playing in 2009, and sadly, the club itself closed for business in 2018 after the land was sold for warehouse and housing development. After my health deteriorated, I began playing computer simulated golf using a game entitled simply The Golf Club, which was a great way to continue my love of the sport. The software came with a course designer program which you could use to create very realistic fictional golf courses and publish them for other people worldwide who owned the game to play. I enjoyed doing that immensely and was quite successful in building a dedicated following. The current version of the game is called PGA Tour 2K21, and using a special third-party computer program called LiDAR, you are able to import a real-life plot of land that creates natural and artificial physical features of an area known technically as topography, along with textured surfaces and other elements such as water and roads. This gave me the chance to recreate a playable version of Boysnope Park Golf Club, and I set to work on the project. At this point, I need to thank a fellow designer, Les Sangster, who was instrumental in finding the only usable LiDAR files available online, which dated back to 2007. After he had successfully created the master file on his PC, he sent it to me via email attachment, and I was able to import it into my own local folder, ready to fire up in the game. Here's an image of the raw LiDAR plot that I could now physically adapt using the assets and tools provided by the game's software. This most recent Google Earth photo helped tremendously with the huge job of planting all the trees and other flora like bushes and grass, as well as the relevant buildings. Then it was down to memory, adding pylons, fences, bridges, furniture, vehicles and other golf-related equipment like buggies that all had to be manually placed, drafted in from the game's database of available objects. The result, after spending somewhere in the region of 200 hours over the last 18 months, is this final rendition, which, whilst not perfect, is, to the best of my knowledge, as close as I will ever get to playing Boysnope Park Golf Club as often as I wish in the future. And that's exactly what I'm going to do right now. So, here we are in game, and let's start a new round. I'm going to play stroke play, and the rules, there's only one tee, the whites, 6,458 yards. There's no point in putting any other tees down. Play is very short, so we're just going to play from the one set of tees that I've put down. Again, there's only one pin, it's pin 1. Don't plan on publishing this for any type of tournaments, so I just made one pin so I could play it. We're going to play the full course, obviously, and we just need to set up the conditions now. Wind speed, let's have some medium wind, and the direction northwest, seeing as though the club is in the northwest of England. Everything else will be played on default, the way I set it up in the designer. And whilst it says crowds on, I didn't put any crowds on the course, so there won't be people on the course cheering me on. Right. New round. And away we go. First thing to tell you is I've left the in-game driver out of the bag. The driver carries 296 yards, which is pretty unrealistic for me, especially when I played back in the day. So biggest club I've got is a 3-wood and 5-wood, 3-iron, 4 hybrid, and then all the irons down to a 9-iron, and then the short clubs: pitching wedge, gap wedge, sand wedge, lob wedge, and the trusty putter. Just before we tee off, let's turn to the right. You can see there the driving net. Just before you start your round, there's a nice net there to practice your driving. Used to love doing that. So this first hole, 3-wood obviously, 402 yards, par 4. Got 8 winds off the left, and we can use the scout cam in game to have a look down the fairway. Have a look at the lie of the land. We need to be somewhere around here. Steve and Norman sometimes made the ditch if there was a tailwind. The ditch that splits the fairway there. That was fun. 9 winds from the left. Here we go. Oh, it's perfect. The shot path down the bottom right there. Perfect tempo. Striped it down the middle. And there we can zoom in and see the ball roll out. Quite near to the ditch. Certainly if you had a tailwind, you'd end up in that ditch with a 3-wood. Okay, let's have a look at the green and the pin. Centre just off to the right. Just need to watch that bunker. Now, the conditions which I've set in the designer are quite firm and fast. So we need to watch the bounce and roll out. We've got 143 yards to go. 6 feet down, so we can knock a couple of yards off for that. 141, and we've still got this wind left to right. It's 9 mile per hour. It's gone to 10 now. Let's go right out here. Need to loft this up. Try and get the ball to stop. I've just noticed some break at my feet there. See the red lines on my feet? It's breaking right to left. I'll just pull it back a little bit because that'll push it out to the left for me, the left-hander. And slow tempo. We're down the left as well, but it's not bad. And we might get a nice bounce here. Oh, come on. Oh, I thought I might get a bit more roll out. Never mind. We're putting for birdie. Bit of break right to left. You can see the beads running from the right hand side to the left. Shows the break. We've got an option of cameras when we're putting. The one over the shoulder is quite useful if it's a long putt. And that's the one I'm going to use for this. You see the marker there. Just behind the pin. So we can try and draw a line and then adjust for the break. Try and read the break. Oh, it's a lovely start. Beautiful. Birdie, first hole. Very nice. Hole 2, par 4. I'm a dog leg right. Now the game's given me the 5 wood off the tee. Let's just have a look at the landing zone. It is a dog leg right. There's a nasty little bunker there. 3 wood. Try and get over that bunker. Ooh, it's tough. Maybe a touch of draw here. Just to and swing the ball. Oh, we've got a fast. We're going to be in the heavy rough, it looks like. Oh, it's not a good shot. Let's take a look at the green. Pin set rear just to the right. There's quite a big break down that little hillside here. So from the heavy rough, 157 yards to go. 2 foot down, let's call it 156. We've got some tailwind on this hole now. 156, playing about 148, but then we've got the heavy rough to deal with. I'm going to stick with this 7-iron. Dig it out with a 7-iron. Now, here's where the firm conditions play. Nice bounce, lovely roll out from the heavy rough, and that's a great escape from the heavy rough. Got to be happy with that. And again, birdie chance. Slightly uphill, 3 inches. Break this time is left to right. It's not that severe. Let me get this right, and back-to-back birdies. Is it going to get there? No, it's short. Ah, never mind. Let's take the par and move on to hole 3. First par 3 of the round. Tucked in behind the hedges. It's only 163 yards. We have got a tailwind as well. I used to always end up slicing this into all this rubbish here. But in the game, as long as you keep your tempo good, should be making the green here. 163. That tailwind's diagonal, so it's not quite 10. It's probably about 7. Let's take 7 off, that's 156. 8-iron, 151 carry. Need some loft because of the firmness. Oh, it's slightly fast. Tempo, keeps it to the right. There will be a kick left down that slope. I think we're going to be off the back here. Yeah. Just into the band of fairway there, through the fringe. Right, chip 10-yarder. Now the lob wedge goes 10 yards, but we're 1 foot up. Let's just go over my shoulder. The lob wedge would be the choice of club if it was flat, but we've got to get 1 foot of elevation. So let's just... I don't know what to do here. I might just hit this and see if we can get a decent roll out up the hill. Oh, nah, short, you see. Could have been different club and a better finish, but take a par, no worries. Hole 4, the first par 5 on the course, and there's a lake just on the left. If I use the scout camera, you'll see the lake on the left there. Lost many a ball in that lake, sliced it into the lake off the tee. Right, the landing zone, bunkers left and right, and we're right on the dog leg. Using the 3-wood as the driver, remember. Oh, that's nice, perfect. Slightly down the left. Watch the ball bounce on this one. Nicely positioned. And we've got 246 yards to go. The game's offering me the 3 wood off the fairway. And we're into a 9 headwind. I would never hit that a wood from the off the fairway, but in the game that is the club to play, especially into that 9 wind. So we'll see if we can execute this in the game. Slight fast, so it's going to stay to the right. Oh, kick left. Oh no, it's kick right. We're into the heavy rough. That's the danger using the woods off the fairway. 19 yards. Call it 20 with the 2 feet of elevation. Let's splash this up here. Sand wedge splash. Carry is 23, but we're out of the heavy rough. I'm just going to loft it up. I don't want it to roll out too much. That's not bad. We'll take that. Pin high. Oh no, it's rolled through. But we've got a good chance of a birdie here. Nice 4-foot putt. We'll stroke that in for birdie. And we're 2 under through 4, which is good. And a par 5. Par 4. 5th hole next. Address the ball. 336 yards with a tailwind. A lot of pros with a driver would make the green in these conditions. If we can keep this straight, we won't be too far away from the green. Slight slow, it's going to be down the left slightly. Looks good. That's okay. Avoid that bunker on the left. Now, can we get up and down? Put this close to the pin. 77 yards to go. 3 foot down. Game's suggesting we pitch this with a gap wedge. I'm just going to drop to the sand wedge. We've got a bit of tailwind. 8 mile per hour tailwind. And a pitch shot does tend to roll out a bit. Up and down. Look at the rollout here. There's a slight dip in the green here. Down to the pin. Oh dear me, it's off to the right. Difficult pin, this one. You look as though it's on target and there's a little break which just takes it away. He's quite happy with that though. Okay, set this putt up. You see that break behind the pin. Pushed it away from the what would have been an eagle. This for birdie though. Back-to-back birdies if this drops. It's not much break, just one little break under my feet. And that's a nice putt, and that's in for birdie. We're doing well. 3 under through 5. Par 3 6. ...172 yards, but it's 8 foot down. Sorry, 24 feet down, which is 8 yards. So we need to take 8 yards off the yardage. 72, 164. Then we've got a tailwind as well. 154. It's playing about 153 this. We go to the 8 iron, that's 151. Let's just scout this green. I don't know where to drop another club here. 9 iron, 142. Let's try that. That's a nice contact. Now it's all about the bounce and the rollout. There's that big bounce onto the green. Oh, even the 9 iron's too much. It makes its way off the green to the right. And we're chipping for birdie now. Just a 5-yard chip. It's going to go over my shoulder. So this is a partial lob wedge chip. And there's a break right to left. So when it makes contact with the ground, it'll skip to the left. Don't want to be hitting it on the full up here. Just need to hit it from around about there. Oh, it's in. Oh, beautiful. Oh, lovely chip. That's 3 birdies in a row. We're flying. Let's just take a look at this replay. Nicely controlled. Beautiful. And she's in. And we move on to hole 7, par 4. Semi-blind. Uphill. We can scout it and have a look. There's a bunker there on the right. With it being uphill into a headwind, we just need to be wary of that. Again, good contact. Slightly down the left, but perfect contact. Now then, we've got to get around these trees. This is the danger with this hole. The tree line. There, the pin is set to the right. Oh, and the scout cam goes through the trees, so I don't think we're going to get around them. What we're playing? 206, playing 205 into a headwind. I think we're going to have to shape this 3 iron. Let's put some fade on this 3 iron. So it'll play out to the left and swing back. Once it gets past the trees, it should swing back. There it goes, right out to the right. Swing it in. Oh, overplayed it. Never mind. Oh, not bad. Oh no, it's rolled off into the heavy rough. Nasty lie as well. Lots of left to right on the lie. So I need to account for that with this 15 yard, almost 16 yards to the pin from the heavy rough. Let's try splashing this with a sand wedge. It's going to loft up to try and stop the ball rolling out. Need to go right out to the left to account for the lie at my feet. There you can see how much it moved across. Oh, it bounced over the hole. Gave it a little bit too much and we've gone past. But it's a putt for par. And it's actually downhill. I'm just going to move the marker in front of the hole. Because it's downhill. A little bit of right to left. We give it enough? I think we have. Yes! Good save. Oh, par. Keeps the card nice and clean. And we're on to hole 8. Par 4. 282 yards. Definitely play short. But, we need a tailwind. We haven't got that. The wind is 8 mile per hour, 9 mile per hour actually. from the right. So we need to start the shot out here. Just let the wind bring it back into play. Nice tempo. We'll watch this one bounce and roll out. Save that tee. It's a bit lucky. And that leaves us 37 yards. 4 foot up, so we can add a yard. That's 38. Pitch is far too much. It's offering me a pitch. Lob wedge, and that's far too much. 38. Let's have a look at the splashes. 23, 28, 33, and let it roll out. Pitching wedge splash and let it roll out. Let's just have a look at the green. Oh, slight uphill. Bit of a false front there. So definitely need it to roll out. 9 winds from the right, but with the splash it doesn't really catch the wind. This looks good. This looks good. This looks nice. Oh! Just ran out of steam slightly. But again, it's for birdie. We're playing well. Just a little bit of right to left break. Stroke that one home. And we are 5 under through 8 holes. Beautiful. Okay, the iconic 9th hole at Boysnope Park Golf Club. This drive, need to be careful of the ditch, especially with a tailwind. And then further down, can't see it's behind the trees, but there is a pylon on the right hand side. You can just make it out there, that pylon. Many a time I wrestled with that. You don't want to be playing with the pylon, believe me. Now then, are we going to risk this not going in the ditch? I think we need to. Par 5, let's get as far down the fairway as we can. Oh, oh no. Oh, it's going to kick back onto the fairway. That's lucky. Really lucky. That's the bit of luck you need. And we also avoid the ditch. We could make the green in 2 here. The game's suggesting a 3 wood. Now that's going to go through and go too far, I think. Let's drop to the 5 wood. Everything breaks left to right on this hole. Nice, perfect. Playing well. Good tempo. I mean, a big bounce here. Oh, not got it. We did to a certain amount, but not enough. We're just short of the green, but it is a par 5. So we'll certainly be looking at a birdie. And we've got a 20-yarder, 1 foot down. And like I say, everything goes left to right. $18-yard splash. Right, I want the ball to stop, so I'm going to loft this up. We don't want this running through. Full loft on this. We need to stop the ball. Oh, bad tempo. Oh, it's worked out though. Really lucky. Got a terrible tempo. Very fast downstroke. But the loft helped it stop. And we've got a little tap in for birdie here. 3 feet. Just need to be wary of that break. And another birdie. And that's the front 9 done. And we are 6 under par through the front 9 at the first 9 holes. And here's the par 3 10th. There's a little creek just in front of us here. If I come back a bit, you'll see the creek there you need to get over. And many a time I'd top the ball off the tee and it'd go plop into the water. Luckily in game, I'm much better at playing the game as a pixel golfer than I was in real life. So 185, 184. Bit of diagonal headwind to deal with. 184. Let's try a 170 now. And right to left, diagonal. That's nice. Oh, could be nice this. Skip onto the green. Go on. Right, roll out. Go on. Go on, you little beauty. Oh, unlucky. But it does set up another birdie. Take my time here. Not much break. Let's stroke this in for birdie. Ah! Oh, we're in. Beautiful. Another birdie. Playing really well. 7 under par through 10. It's par 4 11th. 432 yards. Just need to be mindful of the bunker there. You can see on the left. That actually is in the fairway. Let's take a look at that. There. Just got to be careful of that bunker. There's that ditch. Other side of the trees on the right is hole 9 with that ditch. And it runs out into this just before where the fairway starts. We need to be careful. Again, that's not bad. Oh no. Oh, I think we're going to be okay. There. Roll out here. Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, we've rolled into the bunker. I can't believe it. So, 190 yards to go. 4 feet up. Playing 191. We're into some headwind as well. Need to hit the 3-iron. This is a tough shot. Pin set at the back. There is a bit of a backstop there. See how close we can get with this. We picked it off the sand. Oh, it's gone right, left. Nice kick to the right slightly, but we've missed the regulation. On the green in 2, we're going to be 3. 18 yards. Let's try and put a lob wedge splash really close so we can save a par here. Oh, you bugger. Come on, spin back. Oh. Bounced it over the hole. Almost went in, that. Another good save here. After being in the sand. A little bit of a fist pump. And still we have a clean card through 11 holes. Hole 12. Par 4. Now, this is really tough. You've got to shape it around the trees here if you want the distance. You can play short out here. And that's risky with the tailwind. You're looking at a 7-iron, which would leave you a long approach. Or you can hit the driver, or in my case a 3-wood. Tailwind, so we need to shape it, fade it all the way around the trees back onto the fairway. Risky. Oh, great execution. The ball's swinging round to the right. Come on, where are you? Wow. I honestly thought that'd swing more than it did. Oh, we hit the tree and we're in a horrible position here. Risky off the tee. Can't believe that didn't swing all the way back. And we've got a problem here now. Nasty green as well. Very tough hole this. The long grass. Only 123 yards. Playing 122, but we're out of the long grass. There's a wind which might help us a little bit. I'm just wary of how far high the ball's going to go while it's going to hit the tree branch. Again, we need to swing it around this tree. Let's have a go. That's not enough club. Try a 9-iron. Can't tell. It's not too bad. Oh, we're not on the green though. Back in the heavy rough. And this is 18 yards. Just trying to set up the club here from the heavy rough. 74. Going to go to a sand wedge. Again, plenty of loft to stop the ball. Let's see if we can get near this pin and save par. Ah, it's off to the left. Sliced it. Oh, we're off the green. Ah. Alright, we've got a chip to save par, but it's a partial 5-yard chip. Could putt if we wanted to, but I prefer chipping. Partial chip. Can we save this? Get the right distance here. Go on, break. No. And we're going to end up with a bogey. First bogey of the day, hole 12. Risky driver off the tee. We've ended up dropping a shot there. Hole 13. Par 4. 353 yards. 15 foot up from the tee. Quite a thin fairway. Tree lined. Oh, nice. Good tempo. Again, slightly down the left of the shot path, but that'll be nice. We'll zoom in and take a look at the landing zone here. Just need a controlled up and down. Pin set to the rear. Quite a thin green here. Not much margin for error. 09. 110 into a headwind. Let's hit a gap wedge which goes 114. Slow, just going to go down the left. Slow tempo. Takes it out to the left for the left-hander. We avoid the bunker. And we're just off the fringe. It's actually telling us we're on the fringe, so not too bad. We've got to get up and down with this chip over this little horrible bump. 8 yards, so it's a partial lob wedge chip. We've got to get over this hump. Shouldn't be a problem. Is it going to roll out for us? Not quite. We should be able to save par. Ooh, just started to go down the left on me. 5 to play. I've just hit a bit of a sticky patch. The birdies have dried up. Par 3 14th. 157 yards. 5 foot down, so that's playing 155, and we've got a tailwind again. 155, 145, somewhere about 145. It's a 9 iron. I'm also going to look straight. Let's have a look at the green. Another thin green. Not very wide at all. Not much room for error. Bunkers left and right. Oh, that's perfect. Right down the middle. Is it going to bounce on? Is it going to get a bounce onto the green? We are. Is this going to be an ace? Oh! God, I thought it was going to roll in for ace. Wow, look how far it's gone past the pin. Oh, I thought we were going to get an ace then. Never mind. Let's get back on the birdie trail. Nasty little break at my feet, left to right. Need to account for that. Oh, gone down the right. Poor line. Oh, I'll take a par though. Oh, thought I was going to get an ace. Then I thought I was going to get a birdie, and I've ended up with a par. Never mind. What are we on? We are on hole 15, par 5. And this is all out of bounds on the left. Let's have a look at the overhead. And you can see the red area on the left there is all out of bounds. Basically, there's a fence you can just make out on the left there. And just before the fence on the other side of it is all out of bounds. And there's lots of long grass before the out of bound markers. Many a time I ended up in the long grass. Let's see if we can stay away from that. Par 5 winds its way right to left. Oh no. Heavy tempo, fast, which has took us. Oh, we've got a kind bounce there. That is really kind bounce. We've stayed in the fairway. Got a fast tempo downswing and it sent it right out to the right. We got away with that. Can't believe we got away with that. And once again, it's 3 wood off the deck. That's risky. Little bottleneck here. Taper. And a tiny green for a par 5. Look at the size of the green. Wow. I'm going to hit a 3 iron here. 5 wood off the deck. No, I'm going to lay up with a 3 iron. There, perfect. Slightly down the left of the shot path, but should be in the fairway. And we do have to get up and down over this bunker by the looks of it. It's just offset to the left, so we should be alright. Yeah. Pin set at the back, just off to the left. Yards, -3 yards for the 9 foot down of elevation. So it's playing 87. 87. I'm going to pitch this one. 85 pitching wedge. Give it some loft. Try and stop it rolling out. Try and get on this green in regulation. Oh, another fast tempo. Took it out to the right and we've lost a lot of distance. We're just on the green. Oh, we've got a monster putt here. 47 footer. We do make the green in regulation, but 47 feet to the pin, and it's 1 foot down as well. Let's just have a look a bit closer to the pin. Everything goes right to left. There's right to left at my feet and midway as well. So we're going to set it right out here. See if we can bring it back in on the break. Looks like I've hit it too hard. It's going to go flying past. Oh, crushed it. We're off the green at the back. That's really poor. Good job it's a par 5. We've got a chance to save. But it's a chip. A 6-yarder. Partial chip. Can we drop this for par? No, it's short. Oh, it wasn't short. It just curled away right at the end because of the break. And that's a bogey. Ouch. Bogey on a par 5. We're starting to drop shots now in this back 9. Hole 16. Again, slightly blind. You just make out a bunker there on the left. If I zoom in using the scout cam, there, it picks it up, that bunker. You've got to be careful of that. And in the distance there, you can see that ditch running across. Do you lay up on your second shot, or do you go for the green because it's a par 4? We used to have a lot of fun playing this hole. A lot of fun, especially if you miss-hit your tee shot because you were trying to lay up before the green, before the ditch. No problems today in game. Perfect drive. Look at the rollout. So this is the decision now. 140. Leave out the ditch and go for regulation. Would you just lay up here and then try a little splash onto the green? Gonna go for the green. 140. 1, 2, 3. That's not enough. Gonna have to loft up the 9-iron, I think. 9 wins from the left as well. That's not doing us any favours. Decent amount of loft needed here. Get right under the ball. Perfect. Are we over the ditch? Are we over the ditch? We're over the ditch. And we're past the pin. A loft stops the ball rolling out that much. We're on the green. We've got a putt for birdie. Not much break either. I think we might just outside the cup on the right. See if we can get this to drop. It's tracking. It's tracking. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful birdie. We're back to 6 under with 2 to play. 17. Ditch is right in front of us. We don't need to worry about that. That's what we need to worry about. The bunker on the right. 10 wind from the right. So we need to use that. Par 4. Oh, slight fast. That's going to keep it to the right. Need a friendly kick here to the left. Oh, we've got it. Oh, wow. How lucky was that? And we're not badly positioned there. Centre of the fairway. There is some lie at my feet left to right, which we'll need to deal with. Bunkers left and right. The green, 130 to play. To a diagonal headwind. 142. Let's have a look at that lie again. Running left to right. So we need to account for that. Loft this up. Otherwise the ball will be past the pin. Slight fast. That's going to keep it out to the right. Now then, where's the green running? Right to left? Oh, it's trying. It tried. And we set up a birdie putt here. 2 inches down. Let's just bring that marker forward a bit. Ooh, just outside the cup on the right. Break, break. Oh, yes. Oh! Stayed on a straight line. Can't believe it. Should get a par, but... Oh, I wanted a birdie there. Ah, one to play. The iconic 18th. Huge dogleg. Par 5. Dogleg left. Doesn't look to be much trouble off the tee. Bunkers on the left. When you scout in, you'll see the green. You see the pin marker there in the distance. We're actually over the buildings. So, what do we do here? First of all, let's get in the fairway. Then we'll decide what we're going to do. Oh, it's fast. We're going to be down the right. Stay in the fairway. We need to stay in the fairway here. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Just about got away with that. Okay, you can see the game with the direct path to the 18th green. Really tough. If you're looking for an eagle, you've got to go over the buildings. Probably bounce it there and let this backstop bring it back around to the pin. There's also some 9-mile-per-hour winds from the left. That's the 5 wood. What's the 3 iron? Sorry, that's the 3 wood. I'll tell you what, the 5 wood here. It might be worth trying this. The other option is to drop a couple of clubs. Try for this area. Let's try and do a big finish, shall we, with the 5 wood. See if we can get on into big finish. 10 mile an hour the wind now. It's just crept up a little bit. This is what Stephen Norman would do. Over the buildings. Oh, perfect. Come on, baby. Come on. Big kick. Oh, it went left. Oh, you bugger. That's not a bad position, though. It's just coming slightly back down that hill. Oh, a bit unlucky there. Ooh, nasty lie here. Look at this. We've got to get over that hump as well. Let's splash this. One foot up. Need a lot of loft to stop the ball. Can we finish with a crazy eagle? Chance. Chance. Oh! God, that was close. What a shot. We are going to finish with a birdie. There we go. In she drops. And a final round of 7 under par. Not bad at all. I could only dream about that sort of finish. That's the in-game currency awarded. And we can have a look at some of the stats from the round. Longest drive, 268.3 yards. Remember, I was using a 3 wood. So it's not too bad with a 3 wood. Longest scoring shot, that was that chip. 5.4 yard. Longest putt of the day, almost 20 feet. Really nice. Fairways in regulation, 78.5. Greens in regulation, that's what's let me down. 2/3 of the greens only in regulation. And won't bother with the rest of the stats, that's the most important ones. So there you have it, folks. Boysnope Park Golf Club. Hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did playing it. Take care, everybody, and as always, stay safe.